Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel. My name is Mike. I'm continuing my Week 12 previews and analysis. This video is for the game between the San Diego Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. This game will be played in Kansas City. They sit at 9-1, tied with the Broncos now atop the AFC West after losing to them last week. They had the Broncos last week on the road, the Chargers this week at home, and they'll have the Broncos next week at home. The Chargers come in with a record of 4-6. Their heart's still beating there for an AFC wildcard spot. This becomes almost a must-win here as they sit at 4-6. They've lost 2 straight games here, both in tough fashion, to Denver at home 2 weeks ago and last week on the road to Miami. And, you know, you look at these two teams, the Chargers and the Chiefs, you have the defense that's forced the least amount of turnovers in the AFC in the Chargers, and you have the offense in the Chiefs that's turned the ball over the least in the AFC. So sort of an interesting stat there as far as the difference between these two teams in that department. The Chargers as a whole, look, they've been able to run the ball a little bit better in recent weeks. They haven't been putting up the prolific point numbers that they were earlier in the year. We'll see if Rivers, although he's played pretty well these last couple of weeks, not as prolific as he was earlier in the season. We'll see if he can get going against a pretty good Chiefs passing defense. The Chiefs pass rush has taken some steps back here in the last month or so, and the Chargers have given up the second least sacks in the AFC here. They've only given up 19 sacks all season, so we'll see if the Chiefs pass rush can get going here against San Diego and Rivers. If you give Rivers time to throw, he can carve you up. Ryan Matthews has been playing better here as of late. I don't look for him to be as big of a factor in this one. I think that the Chiefs will be able to sort of contain him. So can Rivers get the time he needs to throw the ball down the field? Conversely, for this Chargers defense, they give up almost 5 yards a carry, which is not a good remedy when you're going to now come and play Kansas City, who has Jamal Charles and who's coming off of probably one of his only subpar games of the season last week at Denver. I look for that to be a big focal point for the Chiefs here. Get Jamal Charles going early and often. You can't expect at this point the Chiefs to turn the ball over. So to me in this one, a lot of the onus is going to fall on the Chiefs defense, as it has a lot at home this year. Can they force that 1 or 2 turnovers late in the game? That's the difference. Because if they don't and they give Rivers time to throw and he's able to pick them apart, it could be a long day for the Chiefs. But you figure coming off that loss, leading in now to the Broncos next week, the Chiefs realize the importance of this game. It is still a divisional game here with San Diego. And I just don't like the fact that San Diego is not prone to turning the ball over, and I don't expect much from their running game. I think it's all going to be on Rivers' shoulders, and although he's having a great season, I just think Kansas City sort of rises to the task in this one. I think Alex Smith throwing the ball a little bit more down the field against the Broncos out of the bye, look for that trend to continue. And I like in this one, I like Kansas City minus 5.5 at home versus the Chargers. Guys, let me know what you think. Hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at SNewsAnalysis. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I preview and recap every game every week, and I'm always talking the news of the day in the NFL. So be sure to subscribe. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.